Good morning from Club La Santa. It's Monday, Tuesday, and it's in week 2. Another day, another video. We are gonna, or I'm gonna put myself through hell because I'm gonna get destroyed the whole day in training.
Why?
Because I'm gonna train with this guy, cut to a tribute of Magnus Ditlev.
What are we starting with?
So we're starting with a swim. Magnus decided we should do a VO2 Max Swim.
Okay.
And I think the set will be like 3 rounds of 700, so 7 times 100 VO2 Max, 100 easy. And I just had Cocoa Pops and it sits like up here, so that's gonna be pretty interesting.
And I can tell you from experience, Cocoa Pops here, if you don't know what you're doing, it's not a good mixture. Cut to tribute of Mitch and Cocoa Pops.
Oh! Oh my god, Mitch! No, Mitch, don't, not there! Oh shit. I think I really look forward to this day. Like, I enjoy training with Magnus, and yeah, we have a little surprise for you in the end of the video. So I hope you'll stay tuned.
Said she tired, little money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch blades like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the vodka with the liquor. G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon.
So I heard we're doing a VO2 Max session today.
Yeah. Daniel was not very satisfied when I announced it this morning at the breakfast.
Because it's 30 minutes ago he announced it, so...
See the igloo in my mouth and I be grinning. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like the army.
Can we expect a full beard soon?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying my best.
He's doing all the Ironman training necessary to get a full beard.
I signed up for every Ironman that's available just to try and see if it helps, but nothing helps.
It's like every guy who have just like complimented my mustache. Every guy, every girl are like, are you fucking serious? You're just jealous, Magnus.
Very.
Because you know, Magnus tested, he tested this in the wind tunnel. He just like glued a mustache on, and it's actually faster. True story.
That's why I'm so desperate to try it and let it grow.
That's why there's a VO2 session now, eh?
Mixing up the vodka with the liquor. G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon. All the housewives pulling up. I got a lot of toys. 720S pumping Fallout Boy. You was talking shit in the beginning. Back when I was feeling unforgiving. I know I pissed you off to see me winning. See the igloo in my mouth and I be grinning. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like the army. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma will probably know me. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. Everywhere I go, catch me on the block like a Mutombo. 750 Lambo in the Utah snow. Trunk in the front like that shit Dumbo, yeah. Cut the roof off like a nip tuck. Pull up to the house with some big butts. Turn the kitchen counter to a strip club. Me and Drake came for the... When I got guap, all of y'all disappeared. Before I dropped Sony, none of y'all really care. Now they always say congratulations to the kid. And this is not a 40, but I'm pouring out this shit. Used to have a lot, but I got more now. Bet another hit, cause I got bored now. Always going for it, never pump fourth down. Last call, Hail Mary, Prescott, touchdown, hey. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like the army. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma will probably know me. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
still happy with this set?
Yes,
Whoa.
very happy. Very happy.
Sneezing lactate out. Now we chill a bit. 5 times 200 easy,
Yeah.
and then we're done for the set. That was a good one.
Nice.
Magnus is getting ready for to swim front pack in the next Ironman. Mark my words. He will be out like in top 5, I think, in the Ironman he's gonna do.
We'll see.
Magnus, how do you recover now after that big set?
Go home in my apartment and sleep probably.
Sleep?
No, it's 2 hours until running, so maybe not a nap, but
Magnus, he will not like. It will end up me knocking on his door, and Magnus like sleeping, not recognizing the alarm.
I will take on my run clothing immediately and go to sleep. And then when Daniel knocks on the door, I'm ready.
Okay.
5 minutes late.
Straight out of bed to the hill reps.
Few moments later.
Stay protected. Protect yourself at all times.
Is your mental state protected for the next session?
Me?
Magnus is doing a solid job at. I'm not sure this is actually his. This is not his program. He just made some shit up because he want to punish me. That is the type of person Magnus is.
So is it nice to be able to train with Magnus?
Yeah.
You're able to turn off the competition in some way and just enjoy it, or what?
Yeah, I think actually Magnus is one of the only guys where that's never been a problem really. Because I think we both understand the fact that we compete on race day, and that's the most important. So it's kind of, it's actually just motivating, and it's nice to train with Big Mac.
Magnus, what's in store for today's session?
We are going to do some hill reps on up to that small city you can see over there.
Nice.
It's like approximately 30 minutes of intensity work across some different intervals on the hill, and it's insanely warm at the moment, so will be interesting.
Yeah, it was Magnus' decision. I'm just here to look good.
Oh dang, doing good.
We're doing a terrible job.
So we see that's the kind of love we just spoke about between Magnus and I.
Pretty hot?
It's pretty fucking hot.
3 times 3 minutes up, 1 minute jog down.
How many times?
3 times in total.
Okay.
Or 10 times 3 minutes. Math. That's why I brought him. Oh no, that's why he brought me. No.
But I bet it won't change. No, damn, that's a boring life. It's mine.
last round.
Ready?
Yep, ready as I can be.
Now it's just about one big breath and then hold on. Leroy!
So, how was it?
It's good. The heat is good for us to get in shape. I think, to be honest, I was surprised about my own capabilities today. I thought Magnus would absolutely smoke me, but it's just about one deep breath and then hold on for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you
honest work?
how's coach feeling? Is he happy about the effort?
Coach, he's not really paying attention to anything at the moment because he had a baby a few weeks ago, so he's on another planet.
So Magnus is actually coach.
I'm self-coached at the moment.
Nice.
No. He's happy.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
It's gonna be the best YouTube you've ever done.
It's gonna be pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
The king has arrived.
That's the only constant in my life, being late.
So, where are we going today, Daniel?
So today we're gonna go to El Golfo. We're probably not allowed to show it on camera, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Why is that?
That's like a road. It's a small section of road that is closed for cars and everything. It's really nice down there. It's very beautiful. And
Going on a romantic evening ride.
Are you kind of showing Magnus your favorite spot around here?
it's just because we have to talk about
Important things.
feely stuff.
Oh,
so,
nice. That's gonna be good for you guys.
It will. We'll enjoy it.
I am a man with a heavy heart, and I dare not turn the pages. Fighting with automatic self-destruction. It's a blind faith, a cruel waste, one bitter day. So I know I need this sweet sensation. A man now to do with his mind when it's working overtime. The best I can do is now dance with the dead. I keep my soul safe. I won't waste this time and space. So I know I need this sweet sensation.
So, welcome to a new segment we're gonna try out. We'll see how it will unfold. Basically, what we want to do is also cover the life of professional triathletes, not only me, but also other guys. So you've seen in the video how we've spent our time together here in Club de Santa. First of all, thanks a lot for spending time with me. I know that can be a struggle sometimes.
It's a pleasure. Sometimes.
I've really enjoyed the last couple of days. I think it's been awesome, not only to train with you, but also I think one thing that is kind of interesting is the fact that obviously the last couple of years we've been two of the hard hitters from Denmark. And in many other countries that create some kind of, I'd say, unhealthy rivalry, where that's one thing I've never really felt with you, because it's, I really admire how curious you are on triathlon and training and the lifestyle, and also how you're just a great competitor. So it's been awesome to spend time with you. It's been very learningful for me as well, and I hope we'll do it again sometimes. It's great because I think most of you think that we train together every single day just because we're from Denmark, both of us, but actually that's not really the case.
No,
we see each other down here.
We basically only have trained together for more than one session when we've been down here. Usually we live at two very different places in Denmark, and also travel a lot all the time. It's always difficult to find time, but when we are down here, it's really easy to coordinate.
So how this will unfold is kind of, I've written a couple of questions, completely random. We want to talk about some stuff that is not really the usual kind of podcast thing we do. A lot of those, and you can go listen to all the podcasts about Magnus, and you'll hear the same story in all of them. So that's not really what we're here for.
And then I got into the triathlon at the age of 19, and I started.
So then you won Roth. I would like to know what Magnus Ditlev would do or will do when he retires the sport of triathlon. If you have to choose right now, I know a lot of things can happen, but
it's difficult to predict. Obviously, I have like a university degree in chemical engineering, but to be honest, I don't think I would go back to that. I think if something happened that forced me out of being a professional athlete, I would probably still be doing something that relates to the sport. Maybe still try to use the methods you learn at university. For instance, I think it's really fascinating to dig into like sports physiology or aerodynamics, so maybe more going into a very technical part of the sport and try to dig into something and become leading in an area of helping other people in something like aerodynamics or whatever.
So everybody kind of knows, everybody who's watching this kind of knows that you are one of the biggest movers when it comes to aerodynamics. So I'd like to know what started that fascination about aerodynamics and that whole side of the sport.
I think for sure it comes down to my background of studying to become an engineer. You could say that what I was studying at university, we had absolutely nothing to do with actual aerodynamics, but more kind of the way you learn to think about problems and how the world behaves. I got into triathlon, and I could very quickly see that in order to go fast, you can either produce a lot of power or you can try to be as efficient as possible, and obviously you want to
do both,
as you do. And then I think it's not something that, like, it's just something that has been gradually progressing over time. I remember when we were aero testing, it's like I would go to the track and I found 15 watts, and it's like, and now I go to the track, I find absolutely nothing one day, and then I can be lucky the two attempts after and find a little gain. So it's like getting smaller and smaller, but we still see, and I have the data all the way back to see what my CDA was when we started all this, and comparing to now, it's really fascinating.
Insane.
Every time we go and test a new suit or anything, like up to a big race, and we're looking at the computer, and then you see the graph that is clearly a difference, and you're like, oh my god, it's just the best day.
Obviously, I know and I've felt the power you possess, and I'm kind of curious to know if you would ever consider like trying out cycling as a sport, pure cycling.
It's a difficult one. It's like, I think I could probably do it as a time trial specialist, or one of those guys that just pulls the peloton for 100 Ks with still a lot to go on the stages. Yeah, but I think to be a competitive cyclist, obviously I'm also I want to win. So I think it will be difficult for me to become, for instance, winning stage races, and also with the technical aspects of sitting in a peloton and going down the mountains like they do. It would probably require a lot of years of trying. So I think
so the demands are different.
The demands are just so much different than what we actually train at, and we are really good at pushing like an even or close to even pace for the entire bike ride in an Ironman, but what they actually do is just so much different. So I think it's realistically, it's probably not going to happen, and it's not something I would say that is really motivating me actually to try out. So I don't think, I don't know.
Speaking of keeping you motivated, trying to move a little bit away from all the kind of sports talk.
Now the interview gets completely out of.
Now it gets out of hand. Yeah, so let's say I'll give you $100,000 to start a company, to build a business. What kind of business will that be?
It would not be a business. I think I would probably just spend them on some cool experiences. It doesn't really motivate me to become rich or trying to, then you wouldn't have started triathlon. I think it's like, I would probably use them on like doing some things with the people I care about, instead of trying to pursue a dream of earning a lot of money.
Another one, how old were you when you moved out of your dad and mom's place?
You only put that in because you know I haven't moved out yet. So everyone, I'm still living at my parents' home, and will probably do that still for some years. But yeah.
At least it's not, you're not living in the basement and never comes up.
To my defense, I'm very often on the move. So for instance, now when I travel home, I will probably be home for 1 or 2 weeks, and then move to the next race, and then go back. And so it's like I'm very rarely at home for a very long period of time. And if I was at home all the time, would probably do it. But
that's not really the case.
I'm traveling more. I think I'm more away from home than I'm actually home. So yeah.
So speaking of traveling a lot, we go to a lot of places all around the world, and I'm curious to know the most beautiful place you've ever raced a race.
I think there's like 2 places that comes to mind. The first one being Kona, and the second one Ironman in Cozumel, both last year. Kona, I didn't really have the chance to enjoy that much the island afterwards, because I had a 70.3 Worlds after. So I think doing Kona next year, I will definitely plan to spend some time after, if it's a possibility. And then I went to Cozumel later that year, and that was it's like a really crazy and lovely, very small island. And it was actually very good for training also, because there was like one road, and with the road for cyclists also closed road, and the water there was like swimming in the ocean, looking at race and everything. It was like really, really beautiful.
That's what you dream of.
Yeah, it was a good way to, even though the race was so terrible, like the warmest, and
it looked like on pictures you got like 10 years older when you raced that race.
I got 15 minutes, 15 years of my life there.
So, if you had to choose your own spirit animal, what kind of animal comes to mind?
It's a difficult one, I think.
We've just discussed it, and we came up with Mitch being kind of a lemur. I'm not sure if that's the English word, but you know, King Julian from Madagascar. That's definitely Mitch.
I would say probably some kind of bird. I don't know why, but I like to. They are sometimes alone, traveling, like just flying, looking down on the world, and they must be thinking, what the hell is going on there? And sometimes I look at the world and I think, what is like, can't really follow up with all the stuff that's happening in the world. And I think
you should be a poet, mate. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So finishing off with the biggest question in my life, basically, when I was young, I had a couple of questions I often ask myself, speaking age maybe 4 to 8. This one is the only thing that kind of stuck with me throughout my whole life, and that is, Magnus, what's your take on life in outer space?
I should have been studying physics and not not chemistry, but I think it's going to be very, like, statistically, if you look at the world, like Earth, planet Earth, and seeing how large universe actually is, that we should be the only living things out there is statistically, I think it's not possible. Yeah, and so that's probably my take. And yeah, it would be cool to. I'm not sure it will be in our age, like when we are alive.
Well, the Mexicans just released pictures of aliens. So, you never know.
It would be really cool.
We just have to reinstate Donald Trump, and he will probably show some classified stuff. So Magnus, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for spending time with us. It was great having you. And again, I've enjoyed the last couple of days. So
me too.
Stay tuned, Magnus. He will be a bigger part in the YouTube from now on. Now you have to, because now we promise YouTube.
Of course.
Basically his YouTube channel.
And now it is Magnus' YouTube channel. So me and Magnus, we're gonna sign a bunch of Club Ascenta merch. It's up for you to win. The only thing you have to do is comment down below what kind of sports personality you would like to see on the YouTube. Stay tuned. Ciao, ciao.